Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be giving a very detailed review on the movie Bucket, starring Cliinton, Chinenye, Nnebe and other wonderful actors, currently showing on TV. So hurry up because your faves have done it again. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, please like my videos. Thank you so much. Louis was a poet that performs spoken word pieces for a living. He lives with his sister Mona, who is overly protective of him. He was a kind, easygoing person and can be seen as a little bit timid in terms of his relationship and love life. Mona was always there for him and encourages him in every decision he took. He went for a performance on a particular evening, and on his way back, he met a stranded lady by the side of the highway and told his driver to stop his car. His driver warned him not to stop at a dangerous spot like this at this time of the night, saying the lady being there might be a trap or a setup to something dangerous, but he ignored him and went out to the lady. He came out of the car and asked why she was here, and she said she had just came to Abuja and was stranded because she got robbed of her phone and valuables and was thrown out of the vehicle she was in. He offered her some money to get a taxi to her destination, but she said she has no idea where she is and was not sure how to find her way at that time. He got confused and figured to drop her at her destination and asked for her address, but his driver insisted for him not to follow a stranger they just met because it was dangerous. Louis was so confused about what to do and later suggested for them to lodge her in a hotel. They got to the hotel, but all the rooms were booked for the night and other places they tried also. All evening, Bema, the stranded lady, kept on looking at Louis in a very attractive manner. Bema actually came from home to Abuja to stay with a friend for 2 weeks. At this point, Louis had run out of options and said there was nothing more he could do. Bema begged him not to leave her like this, stranded, having nowhere to go at night, and suggested to go to his place to spend the night, which Louis opposed. She asked if he was married, but he said no, that he lives with his sister, and later asked if she was okay going home to a stranger place and not worried about it. Bema said she wasn't worried about following him home because he has been nothing but kind and nice to him all night, unless he would do something and take advantage of her, which he instantly said no, and later agreed for her to follow him home. As Louis stood up to leave, he forgot his AirPod on the couch he sat on, and Bema saw it and took it. They got outside and Louis saw that she was cold. He took off his jacket and put it on her. They got to his house and he introduced her to his sister, who was glad to see her and apologized for what happened to her. The AirPod was still with Bema, but she wasn't going to give it back to him. The next day, Louis saw her off to her friend's place where she was headed to the night before. They got to her friend's place and Bema couldn't stop looking at him in a very attractive way still. He dropped her off and left. When she got inside, she started telling her friend Chinenye how she likes Louis and fantasized about being with him. Then she suddenly remembered that she didn't get his name and ran off outside to catch up with him. He wasn't outside when she came outside, but that didn't stop her because she started running in the estate chasing his car, waving to him to stop. Louis saw her and told his driver to stop. He came down and asked her what the problem was, and she said she didn't get his name and also asked him for his number, even though she didn't have a phone because it got stolen the previous day. Louis was shocked she had to run all the way here just to get his number and his name, and said he only had a pen with him and didn't have a paper, and told him to write it on her palm. She went back home so excited, saying that she had to buy a phone immediately, retrieve her SIM and call Louis. Bema's friend was shocked that Bema wanted to get a phone immediately to call Louis and not her family, especially her mom, who would be worried about her since they haven't heard about her since yesterday. Bema said she would call her later but have to call Louis as soon as possible, and she urged them to go buy a new phone. Louis' best friend Tolani came to visit him to ask him for his help. Tolani is Louis' best friend, who he has feelings for but does not have the courage to tell her because of fear of getting rejected, because he thinks she doesn't feel the same way. Louis' sister walked in just then and felt disgusted seeing the two of them together. Mona doesn't like Tolani because she feels that Tolani is just someone who has friend-zoned her brother and was using him because she knows he likes her. Louis went upstairs to get ready to go out with Tolani when Mona followed him upstairs, asking him why he was always acting naive and acting a fool for her when he knows that Tolani does not want to date him or feel the same way. Louis then told her to stop acting the way she was acting, that he hasn't actually asked Tolani out directly. For Mona to say that she has friend-zoned him or was friend-zoning him. As they were talking, Louis' phone rang and he saw an unknown number. He answered it and it was Bema on the phone. She said so excitedly that she was calling him to thank him for helping her out the other day and told him to save her number. She called again the next day saying she wanted to thank him for that day, which got Louis confused because she called to say the same thing the previous day and wondered if she was okay. Tolani came to visit Louis and surprised him with a new AirPod because he had said that he has lost his the previous time she was here, which made him so happy. Meanwhile, Louis was so much in Belema's head that she went online to get more information about him and listened to all his spoken word pieces and even called him 12 times that night, but he was asleep. Belema came to his house the next morning and Muna opened the door and recognized her from the other night. She went upstairs to call Louis that Belema was here, but he was shocked because he wasn't expecting her, nor did she call to let him know she was coming. He came down and asked her why she was here without informing him or if there was an emergency. She said he wasn't picking up his call, returning them, so she left him a DM on IG, but Louis didn't check. Louis could not understand what was going on and why she was being so clingy and acting so familiar. She asked to stay, which Louis found weird, but he agreed anyway. It was so weird for Louis that she was in his house and acting so familiar, engaging him with talks, and even read some of his pieces to him by heart, which made Louis felt both impressed and worried if she was stalking him. When Belema finally left, Muna said to Louis that Belema obviously likes him, but Louis said that he doesn't like her. She was acting very weird and clingy. Belema's friend Chinenye went to Belema's room when she wasn't around and saw it very dirty and untidy. Belema walked in just there and Chinenye asked why her room was so dirty, but Belema said it was none of her business, and she went ahead to tell her how she went to Louis' place and how she loved going there. Chinenye could not comprehend the fact that Belema went to Louis' house uninvited and was talking like they were in a relationship, but Belema saw nothing wrong with that. Tolani got injured, so Louis had to bring her to his place because she stayed alone to take care of her and even prepared food for her, which made Muna upset because he didn't even prepare hers. Muna later asked Louis to read her his favorite romantic poem he had written, which he read to her and which he was actually saying those words to her. Belema's obsession for Louis grew by the day to the extent that she hung his picture on the wall of her room and visited his place again without invitation. When she got there and Louis saw her from the window, he panicked and told his sister to tell her that he wasn't around and went into hiding. When Belema came in and asked for Louis, Muna asked her if she called before coming because Louis was not around. Belema said she was going to wait for Louis, even though Muna told her that he was going to be back by 8 p.m. and it was only 10 a.m. in the morning, which made her repeat herself to make sure that she heard her, but Belema heard her loud and clear. Muna went upstairs to Louis to tell him, but Louis said she should get her out of the house any way she could because he was going out with Tolani. Muna came out with her bag and pretended like she was going out so Belema could go, but Belema said that it was fine, that she can go, that she'll be fine by herself in the house. Muna could not believe what she was saying and persisted that she could not leave her alone in the house, which Belema took offense to. As they were both going outside, they saw Tolani coming in, and Belema stopped her immediately that Louis wasn't around. She said she could wait for him, but Belema said who was she to Louis to wait for him if she couldn't. Tolani got a text from him saying that he was around, that she should hang around a bit till Belema goes. Belema came home angry and was ignoring her mother's call as always, and Chinenye as always asked why she was ignoring the call, but she got no response. Very early the next morning, Belema called Louis and asked where he was and why he wasn't picking or returning her calls. He answered that he was at home and has been busy. Belema said she was at the door, which made Louis spill his tea out of shock because he had no choice but to open the door now that he has told her that he was at home. Louis could not understand why she was being so clingy and was getting upset by it already. Louis opened the door and asked angrily why she was here. She came in and said she was here yesterday but he wasn't around and wore the clothes she wore yesterday because his favorite color is green and he didn't see it on her the previous day. Louis didn't like the way she was being so clingy and coming here so frequently without invitation, which made Belema sad. Muna came to console her and Belema gave her the gift she brought for her, which Muna appreciated so much. Belema and Louis were watching TV together so widely when Louis excused himself to pick a call. Belema got angry and asked who that was, and he said it was Tolani. She asked why he was talking to Tolani when he had a girlfriend who was her. but Louis could not comprehend why she said that when he had never asked her out or told her that he likes her. Bema said that he was lying, that he asked her out by writing and saying those spoken words poem pieces to her, which made Louis confused because he wrote those pieces because he was a poet and not to profess his love to anybody, and besides, he wrote them before they even met, so how can it be to her? He told her to stop acting crazy and go home, which made her acted so funny and crazy. Muna went to Miss Louis to ask him why he chased Muna out of the house like that, and he said she was acting crazy, saying they were dating because she listened to his pieces, which was written before they met, and said he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. Bema came home angry and crying and insulting him that he was a bastard that used her and he never wants to see him again. Chinenye tried to understand what was going on and asked if he actually asked her out or said that he liked her at any point. She said he professed his love by writing and performing those spoken word pieces, which made Chinenye short of words. Munachi came down and saw Tolani coming out of the kitchen. She got angry and lashed her out, saying she had gotten so comfortable in the house, using him every day to her advantage, even though she knew how he felt about her, but still friend-zoned him. Muna told her to leave her brother alone, to stop coming here and stop using him. Tolani was short of words and almost in tears. She told her that she was not using him in any way, that Louis has never asked her out or attempt to ask her out for him to turn him down or friend-zone him. She told Muna that only if she knew how she actually felt about Louis, she wouldn't be saying all this about her, because she felt the same way but was waiting for him to make the first move. Muna said Tolani knew Louis so well to know that he was too timid to ask her out and could have done it for her since they were friends. Louis interrupted them and told Muna to stop acting that way to her. Louis used the opportunity to tell Tolani how he has always felt about her. Tolani did the same and they started dating. And Muna apologized to Tolani for being so mean to her all this time. On the other hand, Bema told Chinenye and her cousin who came to visit them that she was going to see her boyfriend because she has always called him that, and Chinenye asked her if she wasn't the one that came home the previous day cursing him out, saying he was a bastard and she was never going to see him again. Bema said she has forgiven him and was going to see him, which got them wondering and asking each other so many questions. After she left, Chinenye started saying how Bema was so weird in everything she does and always acting weird. Her cousin asked if she has spoken to her mom or any of her family since she came to Abuja, but she said no, and he told her to do so to know if anything is wrong with her. Bema got to Louis' house and saw Louis and Tolani holding hands, and after they told her that they were dating, she lost it and started acting crazy, fighting all of them. She left there and got home and started screaming and shouting in her room, which made Chinenye's cousin confirm that something had to be the problem, and Chinenye knew that she had to call her mother immediately. She got the number and called, and Bema's mom was grateful that she called and said Bema ran away from home and they have been looking for her everywhere, not knowing she traveled to Abuja. Chinenye asked in a very polite manner so as not to offend Bema's mother if everything was okay with Bema, because she asked very strangely. She replied that Bema had a mental issue called etomania and she was in treatment when she ran away from home. She thanked Chinenye and told her to send her address so she can come get her. Bema was not okay at all and was acting strange and said she was going to say Louis, even though Chinenye tried to stop her. Louis and Tolani were having their own time when Bema came banging on the door and causing a scene, saying Louis was hers and she wasn't going to let him go. They didn't open the door but was disturbed and unrest that he had to call Muna, who had been hanging around outside waiting for Bema to go so she can come in, to call the police because it was getting serious. Bema's mom arrived to Chinenye's place and Chinenye told her that Bema had gone to Louis' place, who she had been stalking ever since she came to Abuja. Bema's mother asked Chinenye if she knows Louis' place, but she said no, and later remembered that Bema stored his number on her phone before she got her new phone. She called Louis and asked him for his address and told him that Belama's mother and herself were coming to pick Belama up. He told them that the police was on their way already and could not do anything about it now. They got to Louis' place and saw that the police officers were already there, trying to arrest Belama. Belama's mother begged and begged, but the officer took Belama with them, even though Louis tried to stop them. After the police left, Belama's mother explained to them that Belama had entomania, which surprised them all, and they felt sorry for her. Louis then said he was going to the police station to resolve the matter before it got complicated. Belama got released and her mother took her back home. Weeks on, Louis was writing a poem when Una asked him what he was writing. He said he was writing a poem, not a romantic poem, but a mental health poem dedicated to Belama. Belama was in treatment and was very much still using Louis' AirPod she picked on the couch the first day she met him. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment and let me know your view on the movie if you watched it. If you've not watched it, please hurry to Chinenye TV to watch it. Also, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell to always get more movie review from us. Bye.